This is potentially an emotional episode. We'll see what happens. I've got a lot of episodes to record today, so maybe I'm just like on a roll and I won't get emotional. But this episode is to give you guys a little bit of a clue into what's going to be happening over the next few weeks as I take my first fully 6 weeks off from work. There is an Instagram post that I'm going to link below that you guys can read all the details of. I wanted to just also put this on the podcast so that, you know, those that don't really look at Instagram that much, like I salute you. Those of you that are in that kind of camp, you also can be included on this. So I'm about to take 6 weeks off. Today marks my last day of work as the episode comes out. I'm taking 6 weeks off work, business, Slacks, clients, everything. And if you've been a long time follower, you would know that at the end of every year, I take time off, quote unquote, December and January, about 6 weeks as well. And I'm skiing and I'm just enjoying Christmas time and it's my birthday and it's just like a whole vibe. However, what, you know, some of you would know, maybe some of you don't know, is it's not fully off. I'm still available to my team. I'm still jumping on, you know, occasional team meetings. I'm still getting things for them. I'm still writing content and emails and being really in that creative flow. I don't have any clients. I don't have any obligations. I don't have any deadlines. You know, even last year when we did this, my fiance, who's the CFO and COO, he, you know, would come to me if he needed something, but I wasn't on the team meetings. But I was still getting ahead. I was recording episodes. I was still doing business things. I was still doing work things. And I really enjoy that. Like I love my job so much. So it's actually quite challenging for me to fully take time off because I'm just always in that creative flow. I'm always wanting to write. I'm always wanting to talk. I'm always wanting to teach. And anyway, but there is no time that I will get like this again, where I'm going to get emotional. Oh my God, where I get to just fully be present on my honeymoon, on the day that I get married to the man of my dreams. And the last thing that I want to have on my brain is a fucking Slack message, is being worried about a work thing, is caring about any of that. You, like, honestly, my team won't know whether I'm dead or alive. And I could not be more excited. You know, I was very conscious about making this decision and I have prepared, I've done it in a way that really is setting me up for success. It's setting my team up for success. And I'm not just excited about it because I want, you know, to have a break and just be able to enjoy this time and just like for the first time in my adult life, not well, I'll get into that in a second. It's also a really beautiful challenge for my nervous system and for me and for my ego. To prepare me for motherhood, to prepare me for maternity leave and just not being able to be as on, even just with a newborn and with toddlers and all that kind of stuff. And I say toddlers, but it's like, no, one baby, then we pause, then another one universe. That's how it works. Just one break, one. Okay. Just wanted to just make that very clear to the universe. My point is though, I've talked about this in an episode that you guys will get soon, about just the portal that I'm in right now, as I go through this like transition. And it's just like a fucking weird feeling. I can't even describe it. But part of the weird feeling for me is not just, oh, I'm taking 6 weeks off. It's the feeling of I'm about to shed one part of myself and come back as another part of myself. And I just think like, what's more beautiful than being able to go through this transition in my life and actually have the mental, physical, emotional, energetic spaciousness to like recalibrate, if you will, and to upgrade to this new version of myself and just to come back so fresh and like really to come back as, you know, a wife, not just the current version that I am. So, in saying all of that, I started my business, not this one, but I started running businesses, trying until this one landed. Since actually like in year 12, I started trying to run my first business. Long story short is that, and even my mum mentioned this when she was just here recently helping us with just so many amazing things. She was just like an angel. She came for 3 weeks and just helped us with so much house stuff, so much wedding stuff, just like cooking. So I could just work because obviously there's a lot that I have to get done before I go. And it was just amazing. And even she said, I've never seen you take a holiday. Like even when we've gone on family ski trips, like when I was younger, like when I was 18 or even 17, or, we went on a ski trip when I had my ski accident, for example. Even when I had my ski accident, like I was still working. And I want to make this very clear because I've done some Instagram posts on this. I'm working not because of pressure or because I think that I have to in order to achieve something. I just love working. Like I love working towards something. I love my business. And so even in the last 7 years of running my business, I've never taken a full holiday because I just don't fucking want to. Like I literally have had no desire to actually take 6 weeks completely off. Like that just hasn't been something that has felt right for me. Is the best way to describe it. Anyway, this time around though, this feels so fucking right and I am so excited. So this is a holiday that has been coming for since I was 18, and there will be no emails, no Instagram, no Slack, no client calls, like literally off the grid. And so I want to kind of share this so that you guys know what this looks like for you. My team is still completely here. Nothing really will change for you besides the fact that I'm not here to answer questions. You will still have incredible nuggets being posted on Instagram stories. You'll still have all the vibes on Instagram stories. I will be posting pictures of travels and whatnot, but it will be very in flow. I'm not planning anything. You guys will see the wedding, when the wedding happens. So just stay hooked in because I am going to also be very intuitive of when I decide to post that because I want to obviously digest it first and then I'll post it. And so there's a lot that's in flow, but there's also a lot that's been planned. And this is perfectly in alignment with the new module that's coming out for the Feminine CEO of everything that I've done to plan for not only for this period of time, but also for becoming a mum. And so this really is just so good for my nervous system and such a good little test and trial to also figure out the kinks and everything for my team, so that they also feel even more prepared and more ready when I become a mum. And it's that is a forever thing. That's not 6 weeks and she's back. That's a forever thing. And that's a big change for everybody, not just for me. And so I'm really, really setting them up for success. So you guys will still have all the usual things on Instagram stories. It's just that I actually won't be the one posting it. And I'm very transparent about that. It's all kind of laid out in this Instagram post that we'll link below. My assistant has got everything. She's going to be doing everything for me and she'll be basically acting on behalf of me. But I wanted to be really transparent with you guys because something that I really attest myself, something that I really attest myself, that's the right word? That doesn't sound right. Something that I really, pride myself on is my transparency and my authenticity. And I'm always the one posting and doing everything. That we have Olivia in the DMs now, and that took me so fucking long to hand off, so long to hand off. Anyway, my point is that I wanted to let you guys know so that you didn't think that I was the one behind the screen. I also think it would be very, very out of integrity for me to actually be on Instagram, because then that to me personally is is she an embodiment of her work or is she not an embodiment of her work? I just think I honestly would think it'd be so fucking weird if I was on Instagram, because it's go and enjoy your wedding. When I see people that are fully on Instagram, literally selling things on their honeymoon, I'm are you on your honeymoon or are you not on your honeymoon? Now, I know some people that will be transparent about the fact they're posting their honeymoon stuff later. They've already been on the honeymoon. And so that is okay, then that transparency allows me to continue to be okay, they've soaked that in. And to me, that's something that's really important, is to be in the energy of people that are fully in integrity and just fully present, because a lot of people are so focused on external things, vanity metrics, how it looks from the outside. They're so focused on Instagram rather than how it actually feels for them. So you guys will still have Instagram posts coming out just about every single day. You still have emails coming out. I've written all the emails. They've all been done ahead of time. You will have podcast episodes coming out. Literally nothing will feel that different, but maybe you will feel, this makes me sad to kind of say, maybe you will feel I kind of hope you will. Maybe you'll feel I'm not the one behind the screen and I'm not as here. And I hope that that's the case, because that obviously, I put a lot into my energies for you guys to be able to feel my energy, even though it's through the screen. But I want to share this with you guys because, can I just say, this is really fucking tragic. I am recording to myself. No one's here and I'm crying, looking at myself. But literally just looking at a camera and I'm crying. But I feel I will feel the same way come August 16th. But I'm sharing all of this, not so that you guys get upset, but more so because like I am doing this for me. And as a result, it's for you. This is such a big manifestation for me to be having my dream wedding, to be marrying the man of my dreams, to be, having so many of my best friends fly literally across the world. Like so many of my Australian friends are flying across the world and my family to come to this. And we have a 5-day wedding. And just to even be able to have the money to put into this kind of thing. Meanwhile, my team's handling my book and my business is going to be like fine. And they're doing a whole launch by themselves. So like, please support them through the launch. They're doing a whole launch by themselves and they're finishing a launch as well of the Feminine CEO bonus materials. And I just am like, this is such a manifestation for me. And so I want you guys to know that by continuing, like, please, please, please continue to support the content, continue to send Olivia DMs, like cheer my team on. As it will, I know they're a bit nervous and it will make them feel so good because I want you to know that even though like I am not the one behind the screen posting it, I am still the one that has made every single Instagram post, every single story, every single email. I have curated everything for you guys. And like my energy is still so in here because of the law of oneness. In fact, my energy, hopefully you'll be able to feel it. My energy will be like even better because I am relaxing. I am having such a well-deserved break with my fiance. And my fiance is also not working. Well, husband at that point, I guess, is also not working because he obviously works for me. So it's a really big step. Like there are two big, big, big people in the business that are not going to be working for 6 weeks. And it's fucking stressful, like to my ego, but I also just have so much faith. I have so much faith in my team. I have so much faith in you guys, and you have provided such an endless amount of support to me over the years that it feels like I'm not the only one going through the portal. It's like all of you, right? I feel like we're like a family. Some of you have been here for the whole 7 years of when I started my business. And it's just so beautiful to have seen. It's so beautiful when you guys send me messages sharing like how much you've seen the change in me and my journey and whatnot. So anyway, if you want to know the nitty-gritty details, you can look at the Instagram post below. I'm going to shut up now. Otherwise, we could just go on here forever. And please, please, please just support the team. Please keep engaging with the content and sharing it and doing all the amazing things that you guys usually do, because I want them to feel like even if I'm not physically here, you guys are still supporting me because my energy is still very much here. It'll just be on the beach of Greece, in Greece. Which is like even better. But yeah, we are closing out the Feminine CEO bonus material right now. So if you want to join the Feminine CEO, now is the time to get in on it. Unfortunately, by the time you listen to this, I will not be here to be able to answer any more questions, but Olivia is, and she is fully capable of doing so. Honestly, sometimes I think she answers questions way better than I do. And then we have the MMM2 launch, Magic Money Manifestation Level 2, coming in September, which is obviously the perfect vibe as I'm getting married and having my dream time off. And like literally I'm living the manifestation. So as you guys are joining MMM2 and you're getting into my energy and you're just in that like bubble with me, because when you join a program of mine, this is just the law of oneness. Like you are then receiving my energy in all of those modules. And so just know that when you join that program, like in supporting my manifestation, you're also supporting your own, right? So in joining MMM2, especially whilst I'm living my manifestation, you're also saying subconsciously to yourself that I also am more than deserving of having what I want, whether it's that 6 weeks off, whether it's a certain amount of money, whether it's your dream man, that kind of thing. All right. Okay. I will see you guys after my break, and I'm sure there'll be so much to catch you up on. And I'm very sure, very, very sure, fingers crossed, everyone pray, that there will be a Q&A from the wedding with my fiance. Or at that point, I guess my husband.